Rachel Zegler has really come under fire in recent months for comments that she made initially about the new Snow White movie, about how it's a dated story and that they need to improve from the original because of, I don't know, the prince is a stalker and stuff like that, and she doesn't need no man sort of thing. And because of those comments, people are looking into her a little bit more, and she just really comes across not only with comments that she's made, but then like tweets that she's done and stuff like that. I mean, just as like a very unpleasant person. And I mean, almost at least at this stage of her career, she's kind of been box office poison. I mean, she was in West Side Story, that flopped. She was in Shazam 2, that flopped. And I mean, pretty much she has nothing positive on her track record. And the upcoming Snow White movie looks like it'll be another bomb for Disney. And then we have the new Hunger Games movie coming out next month. And according to the early projections, it's only set to make around $35 to $45 million domestically during its opening weekend, which is just insanely low for a Hunger Games movie. I mean, even the worst movie in the franchise up to this point has still grossed over $100 million during its opening weekend. So, I mean, even at the high end of these projections, it'll still make less than half of what the previously worst Hunger Games movie made. Well, now we got some interesting news because it's looking like other studios are starting to take notice. They're like, maybe there's something wrong with having her in their movies. And we got this news coming out from the Hollywood Reporter. Paddington in Peru release dates confirmed as Rachel Zegler exits film due to SAG-AFTRA strikes. So this is what it says about the new Paddington Bear movie. It's being released in January 25 in the US, November 8th in the UK. But look at this line right here. Studio Canal and Heyday Films that has now completed filming on locations in London, Peru, and Colombia. Well, look at that. It's completed filming in these locations. There's also been a cast switch with Rachel Zegler now unable to film or join the film due to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strikes. Okay, so let me get this straight. They say they completed filming, but they need to replace her anyway. Do you see something wrong with that? I mean, the strikes are going on, so actors can't work, but look at the cast list of this. Are you trying to tell me that there's no other actor in this movie who's part of SAG? Or maybe this is me trying to understand what they're doing with this. Maybe they filmed like most of it. There's still some pickup shots that they need to do specifically with her. So they're like, well, we need to film this now, so we need to replace her. But what about other scenes that she might have been? I mean, are they saying the only stuff that needs to be filmed is just stuff with her specifically, and that's it, and no one else, none of the other cast members? I mean, if she's basically alone throughout the rest of or at least the stuff that she's shooting in, like, let's say she's actually just shooting scenes with Paddington himself, it's like, since that's a CG character, it's like, okay, you could shoot her with, I mean, maybe that's what they're getting at. I don't know specifically because I haven't seen the movie, obviously, but this just comes across as like the studio trying to get rid of her in the 11th hour, because if they filmed most of the stuff, or if they say they're completed filming these locations and like they only have some pickup stuff, either way, they're going to, either her role is so small where they just have to do some pickup shots with her and then they're willing to go back and redo stuff, or they're trying to get rid of her. And even then, this is supposed to come out the soonest a year from now. I mean, are they saying that they can't wait for the strikes to end? They have to start filming now and they just have to replace her right now, and there's no other waiting around? Or, I mean, maybe, but I mean, this does, I mean, I know actors being changed out in movies and stuff like that isn't necessarily the most unusual thing, but this does come across as strange the way they're doing it, and especially when they've said like they've completed film, like most of the filming already, or they completed all the filming right now. I mean, unless there's another location here where it says they completed in London, Peru, Colombia, maybe they're filming in another place too that they, I mean, that's the stuff with Rachel Zegler was going to help out in. Like, I don't know, but from just looking at it on the outside, it does seem like they're trying to get rid of her because there's going to be a huge cost incurred to the studio for trying to redo a bunch of filming this late in the game. And I think they're kind of looking at the numbers and thinking like, okay, if she's in this movie, it's probably going to lose a bunch of money. But if we get rid of her and just incur the cost of refilming the stuff without her, then that'll be less than what we would lose at the box office. So maybe they're just crunching the numbers and figuring that's the best way to mitigate their loss. And I mean, if that's the case, then All right, fine, but I mean, either way, this isn't good for Rachel Zegler because, like I said, I mean, every movie that she's been in has been a bomb so far. At least every major movie she's been in has been a bomb, and it looks like the next couple big movies that she's supposed to be in are going to be a bomb too. So, I mean, it looks like her career, I mean, at least I would think her career would be done right now at this point, because what studio wants to hire her when she just has such a bad track record? But I don't know. I mean, there's worse people that are still working now, so I don't know. Maybe this is just me. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.